We should start this episode off with a disconnected music video of a classic sort of doo-wop tune that just sort of like plays and you don't know why, but it's perfect table setting for the episode.
I mean, I'm puzzled right now. I think it's working.
This is When Rom Met Com, the podcast where we break down what makes a date movie a great movie. We're currently working our way through Vanity Fair's list of the 42 best romantic comedies of all time to see if they had us at hello or were a big mistake. Huge. Thank
Nice.
you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yay. I love when people laugh at the intro.
Yeah. If you don't get that, this show isn't for you.
To be honest, it's like a Taylor Swift level of Easter eggs. And as a Taylor Swift fan,
Explain that to me.
well, she's like a famous overthinker. And she puts references to her own work in her songs all the time.
Wow.
And Nora has just put two very excellent references to romantic comedies that are on this list in her
They are
intro.
not on this list.
Neither of them are on the list. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Although Jack has spent all week convinced that we're recording an episode on Jerry Maguire today.
Oh my God.
But
Yeah,
we're not.
I was like yesterday, I was like, we're going to talk about Jerry Maguire tomorrow. I was like, you didn't watch Jerry Maguire. You watched My Best Friend's Wedding,
Oh,
the movie
man.
we're talking about today.
Not even remotely similar
Not
movies.
at all. Came out like a year apart. Yeah.
Not the same.
Show me the money.
Do you know what? I've actually never seen that movie.
It's a good movie.
It is
Yeah.
good.
I'm going to say something now. I don't think I've ever seen Tom Cruise in a movie.
What?
Good for
Yeah.
you.
What?
No, not good for you.
That's a badge of honor. I don't have a problem with Tom Cruise. I'm just like,
That's crazy.
I like that you have managed to, I don't know, that feels very impressive.
The only thing I'll say is good is that you get to experience a lot of good movies.
Is Mission Impossible good?
Mission Impossible 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What, is it the Fibonacci sequence?
But not 8.
As if there's 8. Come on.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I would say of 8, I like 6 of them.
Okay. That's a solid...
That's, yeah.
I'm going to explain who you are for the
Do
listeners
that.
at home. So we have got two guests today. This is a first, a brother and sister pair. Another
Many think
first.
that you and I are brother and sister, but we're
Do
not.
Do they? No,
No,
they don't.
nobody does.
Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks that. We're like the Parent Trap where we grew up in different countries. You know, we were separated at birth.
I'm
Who are your
Annie.
parents in this scenario?
Dennis Quaid. Natasha Richards.
Obviously.
Oh,
So I was about to say to my left, as if anybody knows or cares. This is an audio medium. To my
To the left, to the left.
is the lovely Radha Mamidipudi,
hi.
who is a theater producer and my friend.
Yeah.
And to my right is, I was checking how you wanted to be introduced, and it's just Radha's brother.
Well, he has no identity outside
Yeah,
of that.
I
I've really
really-
made sure of that.
I know that over the, an audio medium saying that we look the same means fucking nothing to anybody, but we do look
the
exactly
same.
the same.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I can tell you were made by the same people.
Oh, good.
So, Radha's brother, Achyutha. Another first on this episode is that Radha is the first guest who slid into my DMs and insisted that she
Yeah.
be a guest. She was like, by the way, I think I would make a really good guest
That's not
for
what
your
I said.
podcast.
No, wait.
Yes, it
kidding me?
is.
No, I said my brother and I should be on your podcast
so sorry.
together.
The
I
way
gotta
that-
find it.
I have been telling people that, my sister's rom-com knowledge goes so far that she has been invited onto a rom-com podcast.
No, I forced my way in.
And now to hear...
I
In fact, I forced your way in.
yeah, truly.
I love like because usually it is us sliding into people's DMs being like, please come on our
No, I was
show.
like, please let us yap.
Okay, I've got it. Wednesday, September 3rd.
Yes.
I'm not being even a little bit funny, and this is a nutso thing to say, but I think my brother and I would be great on your podcast. We've been watching rom-coms together for years now, and we take them very seriously.
We do.
That's all. Sending love, goodbye, kiss, 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 kiss,
This
kiss.
is the most my sister message of all fucking time.
Yeah. But the thing is,
No apologies to me.
I made a spreadsheet of potential guests, and you were already on it.
Oh my God.
Wait, was I on it?
No.
Rude. Just simply rude, I think. Not okay.
But I was
that means
thrilled
you
to
can
have
leave
you.
if you want to. Feel free to go.
Yeah, okay. Bye, guys.
After you worked so hard to get him on, you were his foot in the door.
I know. He's just funnier than I am.
We're really about to test this theory today.
True.
How far apart are you guys? Are you like...
I thought you were about to say, how do you know each other?
How do you know each other?
Well, I was born and
were
she
you
was
parent
there.
trapped?
Yeah.
No.
Never mind.
We needed to have worked the story beforehand.
We're 8 years apart.
8 years.
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah. He's older.
Yeah, obviously.
No. I'm older. That's fine. I want to be so clear.
I would have believed both ways.
Yeah, I was like, you look like you are the same age, so I would have believed it either way.
No,
That's either an insult to me or a compliment to him. Other way
I don't
around.
know.
You're both
Wait,
beautiful.
That made it even more confusing.
So when did this movie come out?
1997.
Cool. That's before I was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. An honest-to-God Gen Zer in this studio.
Yeah.
I
For
think
the
a lot of
first
Gen
time?
Zers would disagree with that statement, but thank you.
Well, you're so close to being a millennial.
Yeah, unfortunately I am. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
Some opinions
Okay.
coming out. Jeez.
Well, you did say, like, very definitively, like, I've got thoughts.
Yeah, I have
So,
thoughts
yeah,
about this
we've
movie.
got
I
thoughts.
have thoughts about this movie.
So, okay, first of all, the question for the two of you is, what is your relationship to rom-coms?
Oh, where
I
to
love
begin?
rom-coms. Like, they're my favorite kind of movies, honestly. I mean, I often say this, and I say this before watching any rom-com, which is, there is a part of your brain that now you need to turn off. And you just have to admit, true love exists. From this moment for the next 95 minutes, true love simply exists, and that's just a thing that happens, and you will not criticize it at all.
I love that you only think that for 90 minutes. And the rest of the time, true love does not exist.
After that, I'm like, fuck this shit.
If that movie's 2 hours long, you spend the last bit being like, fuck
30 minutes,
this.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
You could come back into consciousness and you're like, where have I been this whole time?
I've been
This
in true
premise
love
is
land.
flawed.
Yeah. But I do that, and then I have the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. I fucking love rom-coms.
I think that
Yeah.
says a lot that you should probably believe that true love exists more
That's
often
too
if
much
that's
work,
the
I
best
think.
time you have of your life.
Too much work.
Yeah, it's upsetting, isn't it, that I've raised a jaded man.
Raised, we're going
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Basically, I've always loved rom-coms since I was a child. And I think for me, it was, as a teenager, it was like, there's no other place where women are allowed to just be. You know, like these women have jobs. I'm sure they're white women usually living in New York and have nothing to do with 14-year-old me living in the south of India. But like, it was like, oh, this person is a magazine editor. So is this person and this person. Maybe I'll do that for a job. You know, and like,
They're always a magazine.
there is a
editor.
magazine editor.
Yeah, very
or
few
someone's
theater
PA.
producers in rom-coms.
No.
Too much work.
Yeah, they're
it's
too busy for
stressful.
love.
Yeah. And actually, so much of the job is like looking at spreadsheets, and that's simply not sexy.
Not the way you do it, apparently.
I will be paying Nora later for having said that. Yeah, so I think for me, it was like, as a child, as a teenager, it was like, oh, this is cool. Like, I don't necessarily relate to like complicated as fuck films, but I can, these women seem like real women. And when you compare them to women in Bollywood, they actually have at least 2 character traits, which is more than a lot of women in the Bollywood films that were coming out when I was a teenager had.
Like, usually the character traits are character trait and woman.
Yeah.
That's the second
Even so,
characteristic.
yeah. And then in the pandemic, Achyutha and I started to do this thing where we would like watch really bad movies together on Netflix party.
Yeah.
And it started off as Bollywood films, and then like a really pivotal one was that Hugh Grant and Sandra Bullock one.
2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
2 weeks notice. Yeah.
That fucking movie
So
was like a
good.
turning point in our relationship
So
as siblings.
stupid. It's such a stupid movie.
There is a moment in that film where Hugh Grant wears a tie the size of a scarf,
Yeah.
and nobody mentions it. And we both lost our fucking
He just shows
minds.
up, and I'm like, why? Were you wearing the tie before and nobody was, like, everyone was too afraid to tell
Yeah.
you not to wear it? Like, I don't understand.
Brilliant. Anyway, so and we watched the first season of Bridgerton together on Netflix party, and it was just so fun.
Yeah.
And I've sort of instilled, I think, in Achyutha like a deep love of rom-coms, and he's just gone and like flown with that. Like, I got Letterboxd because Achyutha was like reviewing films on Letterboxd, and I was like, these reviews are some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I would do this thing for a while where I'd be like at a party with total strangers, and I would read my brother's movie reviews out to them as a way of entertaining them. And they'd be like, wow, this
You know
woman's
what?
really invested in her little brother.
Actually, I now know how I want to be introduced. You are theatre producer. I am avid Letterboxd user.
Yeah, yeah.
Mamidipudi Achyutha.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
But you did mention before we started recording your credentials that you would not let me say. I'm going to insist that you say it because I think it really lends a certain air of like gravitas to this podcast that I really think we could
we've
use.
needed that.
Yeah.
So please tell us, who are you?
Hello, everyone. My name is Mamidipudi Radha and Achyutha, and I know, right? And I study on an MA, and it is MA Intellectual History and the History of Political Thought.
Wanker.
Hey, listen, if you want, I will talk about Thomas Hobbes for 2 hours straight,
leave.
and the mic will be cut, and I'll still keep going. Okay?
Simply leave.
I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know why.
Well, today we'll be focusing on your minor in rom-coms.
Yes.
Good to know that somebody is bringing an educated opinion into this
I'm
room.
so sorry. I've got so many degrees. How dare you?
I have a master's degree, but it's in musical theater. So really, what am I talking about?
And how well it's serving you.
I mean, let's be so honest, still makes you more qualified in this room to talk about this than any of my degrees do.
Yeah,
That's a really good point. So actually, I'm glad someone is bringing an educated point of view to this recording. So what is your relationship to this movie specifically?
I made an arbitrary choice.
Yeah. I want to just say something, which is I know we're here on a podcast and we're making our way through a list of like Vanity Fair rom-coms, which is why we have to talk about this movie. I am of the opinion that in any other circumstance, there would be no reason to talk about this movie. Okay? Because I'm going to be so honest with you. Okay? This movie sort of pissed me off. Okay? I spent so much time just like thinking about what is the movie trying to do and not what is happening with these characters. And I was like, this is really taking me out of the experience. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Had you seen it before?
No, I had not seen it before. No.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I chose it off the list that you sent me, is because this was one that neither of us had seen. And I was like, oh, this is a rare opportunity for us to see a movie that the other person hasn't seen and do that together.
Do you like it?
I don't know yet. I'm hoping that this conversation will help me.
So I have one rule, which is that guests can't hate the movie.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to come in and just jump in now. I fucking love this movie.
Oh my God.
I had never seen it before, and I now love it.
I've seen this movie so many times.
Wow.
I grew up like I've been watching this movie since I was a teenager, and I watched it again the other night, and I still think it's spectacular.
So you're telling me the first thing I actually said on this podcast was "fuck you" and your opinion.
Yeah,
that's what I actually said.
Yeah.
Which I'd like most people to say to me. To be honest, take me out of my highbrowness.
Amazing.
I want to be clear. I didn't hate it. There was lots of things I enjoyed about it. I don't know if I love it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's okay. This is a safe space.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
I find actually every time I come into one of these recordings and I think I don't really like the movie, I come out of it liking it so much more.
I came in thinking I didn't like Never Been Kissed, and I still don't like Never Been
Yeah,
Kissed.
that's fair. I think there's bits of that movie that you just can't justify.
Well, should we get some stats on
Let's
that?
get some
I would love to get some
stats.
stats.
Oh my God, I love stats.
He loves a stat.
So this is directed by P.J. Hogan.
Yes, who also made Confessions of a Shopaholic, which is an incredible film.
But also before this, he made in Australia Muriel's Wedding.
Yes,
Which was
like a genuinely very well regarded movie.
very big crossover hit. And like, I think it's so funny that he went from Muriel's Wedding to My Best Friend's Wedding. like we're right next to each other on the DVD shelf. This stars Julia Roberts. This is our first time talking about Julia Roberts on the podcast.
Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pretty Woman is not on this list, which is crazy.
What made this list?
I know, Vanity Fair.
We'll be talking about her again when we get to Notting Hill.
Yes.
But it's not our first time talking about Dermot Mulrooney, star of Anyone But You. Cameron Diaz, Rupert Everett, and Rachel Griffiths. This was released on the 20th of June, 1997, opens at number 2 behind Batman and Robin, but then sticks around. Because this was made on a budget of $38 million. At the US box office, it made $127.1 million. And worldwide, it made a total of $299.3 million. $1997?
Yeah.
That's so much money.
Oh, this has a Rotten Tomato score of 75%.
That feels
Okay.
fair.
That feels right.
Okay.
Feels
Yeah.
low.
I would have expected it to be higher, but I also can understand why it would be polarizing and that some votes would bring it down.
IMDb describes it as When a woman's longtime friend reveals he's engaged, she realizes she loves him herself and sets out to get him with only days before the wedding.
That's a really good synopsis.
Yeah.
I like sets out to get him.
I mean, she does set out to get him.
She does.
Yeah.
Also, I like that it's explicitly called My Best Friend's Wedding, and IMDb goes, My Longtime Friend.
Yeah.
They're like, is it best though, really? Because actually, George is her best friend at
I
this
really
point.
think George is her best friend.
I want to know more about George.
George is the best friend anyone's ever fucking had.
George is my best friend.
Yeah.
You know, like, I know I'm gonna cut directly to the end of the movie, but that last scene where he
Oh my God, it's so good.
charming. I was like, oh, George, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
So last night, Nora and I went to see the Before trilogy at the cinema.
Oh, nice. At the Prince Charles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a marathon.
And the second Before film has like one of my favorite last lines of all time, which is, baby, you're going to miss that plane. I know.
Which out of context means absolutely
Yes.
But it's so sexy in context.
I think My Best Friend's Wedding is also in like echelon of like my favorite last lines of a movie.
Yeah.
Like when he is like, there might not be sex, there might not be marriage, but there will sure as hell be dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Beautiful sentiment.
He's the best part.
Yeah.
He's just, even his like little sing along moment, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, shut up. It's so good.
So that ending scene was not the original ending.
No.
So they were going to have her meet a man at the reception.
I see.
And it just didn't test that well. People were like, where's George? Which is the only appropriate response.
Yeah.
So they rewrote it, reshot it, brought him back.
Her ending up with George is such a fantastic way to end this movie. What I like about it even more now than I did when I was younger is she's 27.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I know.
And the way I see that ending now is I'm like, there's still so much time.
Also, babe, there's going to be sex. Look at you. Like,
Yeah. You're actually fine.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine.
She's very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But also some of her actions in this movie are really fucking questionable.
Yeah, really. Like,
Yes.
Some?
Yeah.
So, basically every single one of them.
Yeah, but she looks great.
Yeah.
She does. God, I'd marry her anyway.
I mean, who doesn't look great in this movie?
Oh my God, yeah, everyone.
Okay, I want to be honest. I have a genuine question for everyone here. Do you think Dermot Mulroney in this movie is hot?
Yes.
No.
Yes, but he does something that makes me not think he's hot.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm undecided on this.
Is it karaoke?
No.
Is it the putting the finger in the mouth?
No, that's great. No, and his reaction to when Kimmy offers him the job
Oh,
in the
yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Like, at that moment, I was just like, nobody should ever want to marry you.
Yeah. But that's the problem, is that there is a point for every single character in this film where you're like, oh, you suck.
Yeah.
And you just have to talk yourself out of that feeling.
All right, George never sucks.
Never sucks.
And
Yeah, George
I
never
don't know
sucks.
if I ever think Kimmy sucks.
I mean, I will say, what is, because you were saying that thing about like the two character traits. What is Kimmy's second character trait? Right? Like she's sort of like naive and like
Her dad is rich.
her dad is
Yeah.
rich, is that it? Because she's just like so set, because I was reading the Vanity Fair blurb for it, and I think it says something along the lines of like, oh, Cameron Diaz is hateable or something. I'm like, where are these people getting that from?
Actually, funny you say that because I'm going to read the Vanity Fair blurb.
Okay.
Oh, great. So, Julia Roberts rebounded from a little career slump. If you love trouble and want something to talk about, watch Mary Riley.
I just want to say that's a reference to she was in a film called I Love Trouble and Something to Talk About and Mary Riley.
Oh, that's very funny. I would never have gotten that.
They were all big free flops.
There's that educated perspective from Jack Gregson.
I knew nobody else was going to get
media
that.
arts.
That's also a very like spicy little thing from Vanity Fair there.
Yeah, like journalism at its finest, really.
Julia Roberts rebounded from a little career slump with this utterly effervescent anti-romance, a prickly and witty comedy of jealousy that finally let Roberts show the hard edge lurking behind her 1,000-watt smile. We'd argue she never again played a true innocent after My Best Friend's Wedding. In P.J. Hogan's film, Dermot Mulroney is the perfect soft surface for Roberts to throw darts at, while Cameron Diaz is hateable and relatable in a committed performance that solidified her star. But it's Rupert Everett, playing one of the early rom-com gay besties,
100%.
who nearly saunters off with the movie. when he and Roberts are a banter, my best friend's wedding makes its most salient observation. No. Sometimes it's friendship, not romance, that rescues us and redeems us too. Thank you for that, Richard Lawson from Vanity Fair.
Richard Lawson.
Sorry, really quick for everyone listening at home. When Nora said a banter, she did a little jig.
Yeah, a banter. Yeah. Okay, so here's my thing. I do agree that this movie is a testament to Jules' friendship with George. I think that is like the point of this film. And that's really beautiful. Not the point, but like I think that's really beautiful. I don't see nearly enough of her friendship with What's-His-Face. And actually, if I did, then maybe I would understand why she suddenly decides to be in love with him. Yeah. But he's kind of a wet fish. Yeah. So I'm like, first of all, why does this lady love him this much? Oh, she's 20 years old? Yeah. Fine. What? Like, but I'm like,
I will say,
who is this guy?
We were forming like a theory like while watching the movie where we were like, oh, Cameron Diaz is pregnant. Like, that's why they're like about to get this like super fast married. That's the only way this makes sense.
Dropping out of school.
She would never. One of my initial notes on this movie, watching it the other day, I love how quickly this movie jumps into its plot. There is no fat. Yeah. Like, the most fat we have is that musical introduction.
Yeah.
Which I love.
It was great.
Like it.
I had a message from friend of the show, Rosie Kelly, who explained to me that she grew up watching this movie and she loves that opening sequence. And as a kid, she used to reenact that opening sequence wearing yellow rubber washing up gloves.
Oh, it's like, so cute.
That's the best thing.
Oh my God, Rosie.
I will say the aesthetic of this movie is like on point.
Mm-hmm.
Like the outfits are great. There's something about this period of rom-coms that is just kind of sugar-coated in the best way. Yeah. Like, it's got icing on it or something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's so deeply watchable, even though I'm asking questions the whole time. Like, legitimately, Bridgerton could never.
Never.
Well, so going back to my thing about the opening of like, just you have them at dinner and she's just got a message on her phone from Michael and she gives a little recap of their history. And for me, that's all I need.
Yeah.
I don't know if she really loves Michael or if she's just lonely.
Or if she wants to win. Like, for a lot of it, it just feels like she wants to win.
Or she's had it in the back of her mind where it's like, well, if I'm going to be like 27 and unmarried, God forbid.
For shame, yeah. But you're so right, because like in that way, the moment she learns about it and then she's in the car with George and going to the airport and she's like, I have to break up this wedding. And it's like, yeah, this fully tracks. Like this is happening really fast, but like, yeah, of course she fucking does. We don't need any explanation about why she's doing this. It just kind of works.
And I think that helps that it is Julia Roberts and that we are just like,
100%.
we believe her. And you get just from like her job as a food critic, she likes things as they are, you know, she wants what she wants. And I think that's really nicely structured. And so I'm never too much thinking like, why does she want Michael? Because I actually don't think it's very much about Michael. It's about her.
I think she does love him. Like, I think you don't know what you have until it's gone. And I think the way they structured it, she hears his voicemail. She thinks he is calling to cash in their, marriage pact.
Yeah.
So she spends the drive home and the rest of dinner and all of it building up this future in her head. And she's kind of like nervous about it. But then when she picks up the phone and he's like, oh, I met someone, all of that just crashes.
You know what I also love? When she meets Kimmy, who I think I've said this on previous episodes, but give Cameron Diaz an Academy Award nomination. So fucking wonderful. Like, I think this is like her third movie.
No, you're joking.
I think it's true, yeah. And
Little Beeb.
And she going up against Julia Roberts, like this force of power.
And fully holding it.
Fully holding it. So funny, so sweet. And like, oh yeah, brilliant. But
I preferred her.
Yeah, really.
For a lot of the film.
Yeah,
she's a much more likable.
But also, like,
character.
she shows up on screen and she's smiling and walking towards her, and I'm like, I have met you. You have done a great job. Like, I have.
It's one of those great cinema introductions where, like, the second you see her, everything is great. That green dress.
And also, like, it unfolds later in the film, right? But that first scene where she's like, will you be my maid of honor? You know exactly what she's doing. You know, you don't question it for a second, and you learn everything you need to know about the this character for the rest of the film, but you also don't question that she loves this man.
No.
You don't go like, oh, she just wants to win. You're like, no, but bless her, she's like,
of course she does.
I'm like, my God, she's fucking 20 years old.
You know, it's a tiny red flag that she does not have any female friends.
Yeah, I was
her
thinking
one
that.
friend broke her pelvis, and the other two are her like weird cousins or whatever.
Yeah.
Where are your friends?
Let's get to those weird cousins,
right? Yeah.
I love that when Jules is initially describing her relationship with Michael, and she's like, you know, we were completely different from each other. Like, we didn't go together at all. It's exactly how Kimmy describes her relationship, except they are also completely different.
Yeah.
I thought that's just such a nice little touch.
Yeah.
And Jules will never pay any attention to that, to be honest, because she's like, Kimmy is the enemy. I have to but it's such a nice moment where you're like, yeah, this girl might be more right for him than you believe her to be.
It also shows that there's at least 3 kinds of people.
Yeah, free.
Yeah.
World building.
There's 4. George is in there as well.
Actually,
That's true, yeah. Who is who?
Oh, whoa.
Oh man,
You're Jules.
I'm Jules.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm probably George. I'm probably George.
Don't make
George.
me fucking Michael, man. I don't want to take Michael right now. You could be Kimmy.
Do you know what? I want to be George.
Wait, I'm fucking 23. I'm Kimmy. Let's fucking go.
Right, Kimmy.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, I think you are Michael, but the thing is, I like Michael.
Yeah, you would blow up my wedding.
That's amazing.
I relate really hard to Jules in this, and every time people are like, she's an awful, awful person, I'm like, me too.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
There are times I relate really hard to Jules in this as well.
Yeah.
I don't think that the problem is that she's not relatable. I think the problem is that she does really questionable things.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm like, I understand why you do those things. Everything that she does is probably like an intrusive thought I've had. But I'm like kind of good on her for acting on those, I guess.
You know what? Brave, actually.
Yeah, like in some ways I'm like, wow, mad respect. But in real life, that person is a walking red flag, no?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, it's like up to a point. Because I completely understand why she's doing it. Like, I would not do 90% of what she was doing, but God, I would think about it.
Yeah.
You know?
And do I actually like this movie? I feel like I'm hearing all this stuff and I'm like, you know what? I think I like this movie way more than I thought I did.
Yeah.
So actually, we've been busy this week, Nora, because we also went to a Q&A with Nancy Myers this week.
Oh, wow.
Our good friend Nancy.
Panel show. Yeah.
But she told a story about there is a heist scene in The Intern.
Yes.
And she talked about how this all came from she accidentally sent a text to her mother that her mother wasn't supposed to read. And a producer came to her and was like, we're just going to have to send someone to steal her phone.
You know what? Producers are doing God's work out there, man.
And that's what Nancy said. Like, she was like, of course a producer would say that because they are out there in it. They are fixing the problems.
Now, she never did that, but obviously wrote it into the script. And I think that's the wonderful thing about like a movie like this is you take the things you'd never do, but you put them into a script and have someone action them. I think that's a great element.
It's so validating, isn't it? It must be like...
And that's what I kind of love about Jules's character is that despite she does very questionable things, they're all things that you're like, I would never do it, but would I?
I see how you got there.
Yeah, I see how you got there.
Yeah.
Like...
I sort of wish I could.
Yeah. It feels like, would I do the karaoke thing? Maybe.
Yeah. But I also think like what's amazing about it is that you couldn't get away with doing that shit unless you were Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
It's just such a stroke of genius casting her in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody else could do it.
What's mad to me is that it seems to have rehabilitated her career. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's Julia Roberts. Why does she need any rehabilitation?
So she just had 3 big flops.
That's so depressing to me.
Julia Roberts deserves nothing but the best, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I just think going from those and people were like, is Julia Roberts over? And then she comes out with, the big rom-com hit of the summer and everyone's like, oh, she's back. And then like 2 years later, she has Notting Hill and it's like, oh, she's here to stay.
It's obviously a plot point in the movie where Cameron Diaz looks at Julia Roberts and she goes, you would only be comfortable if you were distinctive. And when she's wearing that dress and she immediately goes, what else has he told about you? And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. These people are like living in each other's heads.
That sequence is so strange because like you're hearing someone say something about yourself that you know, but you don't know this person.
Yeah. Also, like, have you ever heard a more surefire giveaway that someone was in love with another person than fucking Michael being like, oh, Julianne, she would never be comfortable unless she was distinctive. If someone said that about me, I'd be like, you love me.
Also, like, how did the parents agree to this to be like, you know what, your maid of honor is going to be someone you've never met before. And not only is it someone you've never met before, she gets her own special dress.
Well, you keep your friends close, but you keep your enemies closer.
I'll tell you how the parents agreed to that. Her dad like owns the White Sox.
Yeah,
like,
he's busy doing that.
He's like, you know, he got money. He's fine.
He's fine. Speaking of casting, though, I'm pretty sure I saw on the IMDb page that Dermot Mulroney, is that his name? Dermot Mulroney?
Yeah.
That character was supposed to initially be played by Russell Crowe.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy
But
shit.
that they did like a table read and it went really badly. And there was just no chemistry between him and Julia Roberts. So they were like, oh, we have to recast this guy. So they got Dermot Mulroney.
It's a different time for Russell Crowe in the 90s.
True.
Dermot Mulroney, I think, is very perfectly cast here. He doesn't have to do much.
No.
Michael doesn't have to really exist.
He really doesn't.
That's why it's good casting.
Yeah.
It's because
Yeah.
Dermot Mulroney could have chemistry with a literal fucking tree stump.
True.
Have you seen The Wedding Date? It makes me feral.
I don't know what I thought you were going to say, but I love that you said that.
He is so hot in that movie.
While we are talking on casting, there is someone with a very small part in this, but I'm so glad he's here. Paul Giamatti.
I was gonna say my two favorite scenes of this movie, like the two of like the most like charming pieces of dialogue, are that end scene with Michael and Paul Giamatti talking to Julia Roberts, and I'm like, oh, this is so charming again.
And also something about knowing that he goes on eventually to be in the holdovers.
Yeah, I know.
Makes everything more meaningful.
Like Oscar nominee Paul Giamatti just comes and just sits out there while she's having a smoke. Oh, it's such a lovely scene.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that could so easily have been cut.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But I'm so glad that it wasn't.
It humanizes Jules in a
Yes.
way
Yeah.
that like you need at that point in the movie because she has just done the worst thing
The
she
worst
does
thing.
in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't actually do it, but it's because of
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
But also, I love that thing of like, because she's written the email and she's like panicking in like, because I have been that person before who's panicking and doing something I know is wrong and then stopping at just the last hurdle and being like, you know what? I'm a good person and I will not do this last bad thing. But just in case, let me put it in the draft. You know?
But it is one of those things where like, I mean, I don't know if everybody's done this, but I've definitely like written out the text. Not to send it, but written it out.
Yeah.
And you keep it, but you're like, I'm not going to send that. And that's kind of how I feel like.
Yeah, but
you
then
need
what
to-
happens is that you have 2 martinis and then you send it.
Or you do it on your best friend's father-in-law to be's computer. and he's like, I've got some emails, send them out.
But also, like, what's amazing about that is that he has someone else to send his emails.
I know.
What the fuck do you
He
mean?
also White Sox. Like, he has shit going on. He can't.
We are living wrong. We are sending our own emails.
Do we want to talk about the insanity of the bridesmaids?
Yeah.
Let's.
I
Can
really
we
do.
please?
Why are they dressed identical?
Because they're not in the wedding. You mean in general? I was like, because
in
they're
general,
bridesmaids,
like,
you fucking idiot.
Why, like at that fucking like musical dinner, are they like sat next to each other, dressed like the fucking geese from the Aristocats?
So nice. You're so nice. Oh my god.
I love that when they're trying to get the hairdryer to get off. For some reason, there's one wedding guest who has the sideburns of Elvis. Who you also see like at the wedding later. And I'm just like, who are you? Where's my film about this guy?
No pictures, please. No pictures.
It actually Elvis is what you're saying.
Oh, that's great.
But the singing at the dinner, the Say a Little Prayer, is that the best scene in any movie ever?
It's one of the most iconic scenes in
Yeah, it's
Romcom
really
history, I think.
Honestly, like, again, I think it's just such a profound act of friendship that he does that.
Yeah.
Like, which is why I'm like, this movie is called My Best Friend's Wedding, but it's about the wrong best friend.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
I
like,
mean-
actually, I love that not only does he fly over the first time to pretend to be her partner, but then he flies over a second time.
Yeah.
Also, he doesn't fly over to pretend to be her partner.
Yeah.
He flies
Yeah.
over to just see her. But like, as soon as he is enlisted to be her partner,
Yeah,
the
he
film
commits
kicks up such a
much.
notch.
Yeah.
When he meets Kimmy's family.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sweet, beautiful, chocolate-covered Kimmy.
Those were her exact words. I love that he is being the most supportive friend, but he is also fucking with her.
Yeah.
That's a delicate balance.
He's having the best time.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I love that he has now told Michael, I am 100% straight. Yep, I'm just straight. I'm the straightest man alive. And then he proceeds to be the most queer man on the fucking planet.
Because it
to fuck with
attracts
him
women.
as much
Yeah,
so
it attracts
as-
women.
It's like this movie has no sense of like nobody's like long-term planning, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, like eventually someone's gonna find out that has he got a husband?
Yeah, so,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, she does. She reveals she's like, it's over between us. It's been over for weeks.
Yeah.
But you and I have the same brain, Radha, because I was like, she's leaving all these receipts. Like, if she ends
Yeah,
up marrying him, this is going to blow up. What are you doing? No long-term planning.
Also, isn't there that scene where she calls him while he's having a family dinner or something,
Yes.
and the whole family's in the background, like, yeah, well, that's how it goes, I guess.
She also, well, no, because that's when it's on the answering machine.
Yeah.
But she also calls him during a book reading.
Yeah, book reading, yeah.
Which, weirdly enough, the book reading is being given by Harry Shearer, voice of Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
Oh my fucking god.
Who is just no real lines, but just like he's also in like all the Christopher Guest movies. He's got like such a distinct face, and I was like, is that Harry Shearer? It is. It's no real reason.
Wow. They really went all out with this cast, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that musical moment is like one of these things where I believe the book that we've been referencing From Hollywood with Love, beautiful book, talks about how PJ Hogan wanted this movie to feel like a musical because he wanted that sort of heightened experience that a musical brings. And I think this film nails that, actually.
Yeah, I agree. And like I was talking, so my husband's a musical director, and we often play this game where we're like, if we watch a movie, we're like, where could the songs go if we turned it into a musical? And I was talking about this film, and I was like, there are so many moments where you just want, like, you want the characters to break out into song because the shit that they're doing is so big.
Yeah.
And there are moments of like real genuine reckoning, right? Like there's like that moment when she's writing the email, she could genuinely have a song in that
Can
moment.
you imagine
where she's
a
like,
Sondheim Patter song in that moment?
Yeah,
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
You know, so there was a musical adaptation on stage. It was supposed to come out during 2020, so
We were robbed, man.
another thing the pandemic took from us.
But I'll say something that's quite close to this as a musical adaptation is the TV show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Which I've never seen.
Oh, wow!
Are you
watch
fucking kidding me? What are you even doing here? Pack up, go home.
But like a lot of like what Rachel does in that show is similar to what Julia Roberts does in this film.
Yeah.
Like I think the two are actually pretty linked.
I never made that connection, but you're so right.
This film does feel like anybody could burst into song any moment, and that's why they do in the middle of it. My favorite thing about that scene, though, is why does this like seafood restaurant have a piano? How often does it get used?
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
And one waiter just like, I know this song.
So I actually think that could literally happen. Like, I think that's the kind of thing that, like, the waiters with the like lobster claws doing the like backup dancing. I believe that would happen in real life.
Okay.
I believe it.
My favorite moment is it cuts to M. Emmett Walsh as Michael's dad going, "Why don't they make heartbreak for me?"
And I believed it.
And I believed it. Yeah.
It's such a wonderful moment, but also, and you've got that great camera swoop as well of like them all singing, and Jules and Michael just sat there kind of awkwardly.
But it's also like at that point in the movie, genuinely, it's like the movie does have a really interesting relationship to like plot twist.
Yeah.
Right? Because either way that it goes, whether or not he ends up with Cameron Diaz or Julia Roberts, it is a plot twist. Because he either breaks up with his fucking fiance the day before his wedding and gets with his best friend, Or it subverts the genre and he gets with the person he was going to be with all along and Julia Roberts doesn't get the guy. How dare?
Yeah.
But it's so interesting, that thing of like, we don't know which way it's going to go. And that scene comes at a moment in the film where for me, I was like, I genuinely don't know which way it's going to go. And she could get this back. She could genuinely be like, oh, actually, I wanted to be with you all along. And this is the moment where she pretends to realize that George is like embarrassing as hell. And so it's really interesting that they are the two characters that are like awkward as fuck in that scene, because you're like, wait a second. He's realizing that actually she's the person because they're having a moment. Obviously, it like goes a different way, but in that moment, you genuinely don't know which way it's going to go, and I think that's really fascinating.
I will say that, like, the thing I was saying before of like that feeling of being taken out of the movie, this movie sort of requires a rewatch for me, where now that I know what the ending is and that it is trying to subvert the genre, I'm going to read all of Michael's actions differently, you know, as not him, you know, kind of just cheating on his fiancée, but him sort of mourning the loss of his of the love that he had for a very long time with Julia Roberts.
I do wonder if there's a little bit of him just feeling like he's kind of like out of the loop on his own friendship, who is now marrying this man who he's always known as like her gay best friend. Yeah. And he's like, this isn't the Jules I know. And I think that's where the awkwardness comes from.
I honestly disagree with that. Like, I think that's part of it. But I think the awkwardness comes from the fact that he is sick with jealousy.
Yeah.
Because he was in love with this woman for 9 years. He sort of assumed that they could never be together because she would never want to be with anyone. But now she's with someone and it's not him. And he has to work through that. And he obviously lands where he lands, which is to stay with Kim. But he has to go through that journey. Yeah. And he is absolutely encouraging Jules through this whole thing. So the reason I don't think she's a straight up villain is that he does give her reason to believe that she is doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing what the end of the movie is, it reads different, but in the moment that I was watching it, it's like, okay, are you going to just break this poor woman's heart? Is that kind of just what's going to happen? Because you are really going for it. Like, you are putting like her finger in your mouth.
Yeah.
And
wait, when was that? Why do I not remember that?
So she gets the wedding ring stuck and she tells him. And instead of, you know, getting out a stick of butter.
I was like, that is hot, unfortunately.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I think I was typing a note when I was watching it today. Yes, that is really hot.
One of the reasons that I like watching rom-coms is that you sort of, you know how it's going to end. Right? I am not someone who deals well with any kind of peril in cinema. Like, I can't handle it. I don't want to put myself, like, The Lion King is as far as it gets.
Yeah, I get it.
And that's on a good day. Like, I'm just like, I can't handle it. I don't watch thrillers. I don't watch horror. Like, I can't do it. And I've just sort of come to terms with the fact that, like, now movies that other people are like, this is the best movie ever made. I'm like, I'm never going to watch it. I'm never going to watch, like, the fucking Godfather. Like, I'm just not going to do
like it though, huh?
Like, I can't do.
This was me and Nora watching the Before trilogy yesterday. First one, conflict-free, just like two people on three. Second one, slight conflict. Third one, all conflict. And just watching you get more and more uncomfortable as the movies went on.
Yeah, it's just really upsetting because I suspend my disbelief really easily. And so one of the things that I found really stressful about this film is that you genuinely didn't know which way it was going to go. And for that reason, it didn't fit the genre that I was expecting it to. And that really stressed me out. And I think that's part of why I didn't enjoy the experience as much as I normally do.
Yeah.
Yes. And in this film, you genuinely don't know which way it's going to go, which is why I think the like rewatching thing is really useful because I'm like, oh, I actually need to rewatch this film in order to enjoy it.
I'll say this. I've rewatched this film so many times. I know exactly how it ends. And yet, the chase scene always leaves me a little like, oh my God, where's this going to go?
Yeah.
Not for me, because the second he takes off after Kimmy, it's over for Jules. And she should know that.
Yeah.
George knows that. He tells her that very firmly on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, did he kiss you back? And she's like, what do you mean? We were lip to lip. Was he involved?
No one's running after you, bitch. That's your answer.
I love that whole sequence. And I love
so good.
Shout out to Joe Farkas as Looney Woman.
Wow, they are doing that woman dirty.
I don't know if you remember Looney Woman in this movie. It's when Jules is looking for Kimmy in the bathroom and she goes, Kimmy, and the woman just keeps going, Kimmy.
talk about that bathroom scene.
Yeah.
Because just
Spectacular
Yeah.
scene.
So
Incredible.
good.
Women coming together.
yeah. Despite the fact that this movie does not in any way pass the Bechdel test, right? There is something so empowering about that scene where you sort of get to a point where all of the facades are gone.
Yeah.
You know, these women know exactly what they're fucking doing, and they're screaming at each other in the woman's toilet in a fucking train station.
No, it's at the baseball.
Oh, it's
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, this is what female conversation is about. You know?
It's
And,
very real.
Yeah, and without this level of honesty, they can't get to the next bit. And that's the bit, one of the bits that I like do genuinely believe.
It is
where
the
I'm like,
first time Kimmy and Jules have their
Actually
like
got-
real
yeah.
talk.
yeah, and it's great.
And
Yeah,
we'll say
so
that, like, again, spend so much of this movie really questioning, like, how self-aware is this movie actually?
Yeah.
And the moment that scene happens, I'm like, this movie is smarter than I think it is.
Yeah.
Because they are having this conversation, and it's literally me as a member of the audience being like, oh, this is so cathartic. This is so fucking cathartic. Thank
Yeah.
God they're saying this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's my reason for like that Cameron Diaz Oscar nomination is that like she's just
Doing the work.
She's doing the
Yeah.
work, and you believe everything that comes out of her at that point, and she's felt so perfect and pristine throughout the rest of the movie,
yeah.
and you get to see this rawness in this one scene, and it's fantastic.
I love that the crowd comes back around to Jules, because at first they're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's like, look, I tried because I love him, but he does not love me. He loves you. And now I am here to make sure that you both get married.
Yeah.
And it's like, how could...
That crowd is the audience.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
audience,
How
yeah.
could you not? I don't understand finding Jules completely unsympathetic, because when you look at the stakes that she's experiencing,
Yeah.
like she thinks this is her one chance at happiness, and she has convinced herself that this girl is completely wrong for him.
Yeah.
So it's like she thinks she's saving herself and her best friend. And like, no, I don't condone anything that she does. But when people sort of, because I see a lot of things that are like, she's a villain, she's the worst person in the fucking world. I'm like, just a crumb of nuance, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like she is a villain in a way, but
Yes.
I don't think that makes her an irredeemable character.
Yeah.
Right, she's a person.
She's a person. Yeah.
Like
And,
she's
you know,
having a brief, 72-hour psychotic break. And if you can't relate to that, you've had a better life than me.
Yeah.
Once again, relating to Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, I'm the
Yeah.
villain in my own story. It's a
Yeah.
great song from that show. And
I'm the villain in my own story.
yeah, it's that's my best friend's wedding all over.
Yeah.
I've
So
not,
right.
I need to say it because I haven't said it. I've talked about Cameron Diaz getting an Oscar. Obviously, Rupert Everett should have got an Oscar
Yeah.
nomination for this
1000%.
movie.
Man, he was so fucking, like, genuinely, like, I was so charmed by him the entire time he was on, like, the screen.
Yeah, I just
And-
wanted more of him.
Like,
Mhm.
one of the notes that I wrote down was Rupert Everett's character is dabbling in psychopathy while everyone else is taking it up as a full-time job.
Amazing.
And that's genuinely what his entire character is, because he gets to dabble in it, and when he dabbles in it, he goes full in. You know?
I'm just looking at who was nominated for Best Actor in a Supporting Role that year. Anthony Hopkins, fuck the fuck off for Amistad. Get Rupert Everett in there.
Sorry, Anthony.
Yeah.
Friend of the show,
You
Anthony.
won already. Like, no, get your shit together, mate.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say really quick. So Michael's boss is just a fucking stand-up guy, okay?
Yeah.
Because when she sends the email, I would have never expected the response to that to be like, this is the kind of family you're marrying into, you know? And I was like, wow, fucking nuance, dude. Let's go. This is like really such a mature take to be like, I know this guy. I know him well enough to know he would fucking hate this. I have a responsibility to tell you. And I'm like, you have no screen time. Bro, why would you be cast
I know you
in
so
this?
well
Yeah, I
now.
know you so well. What a fucking principled stand-up guy. Good for you, man.
I
agree.
think my boss would do the same, actually.
That's nice.
I get on with my boss.
I'm happy for you. That's great.
But we'll say that, like, it juxtaposes with, like, why is Jules now even more shit person? Like, for not, like, again, I know she's a person, she's trying her best, but also, like, I'm so sorry, Julia Roberts, please forgive me. But in the face of her doing that, the immediate response is not someone else who she's never met being a stand-up guy and, like, actually standing up for Michael. And she has to deal with both of those pieces of information, the fact that she's been found out and the response to that is kindness at the same time.
And it doesn't even work.
Yeah.
They don't even
Yeah.
break up. Like,
Yeah.
he truly thinks that has happened and
Yeah.
he still loves her so
Yeah.
much. So clearly they are meant to be together.
I mean, at the same time, he loves her so much. Like, her dad sent that email as far as he knows.
Yeah.
Maybe on Kimmy's orders, but like, it's her dad. He's not marrying her dad.
Sure.
Yeah. I think for me, the other thing that's so interesting is like that thing that you were saying earlier about like Kimmy not having other female friends. Or like, for me, what's really fascinating is there's a lot of time spent in this movie building up other relationships that Michael and Jules have, but not necessarily Kimmy. That like you see at least a little bit something about these people's other lives, you know, and the fact that Cameron Diaz makes so much out of this character that is given nothing to work with.
It's mad that Kimmy isn't part of a sorority.
But like, we don't know that she might be.
Yeah.
You know,
She just made no friends with her.
If she was in a sorority, she'd have 20 bridesmaids.
Yeah, but it's like, but that feels like the movie not doing her justice.
I agree.
And
She's just a prop.
Yeah, and that's really frustrating to me because the like redemption that she gets at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's like absolutely earned because Cameron Diaz, as you say, should have an Oscar for this role. But actually, what's on the page is like very slight.
Yeah.
And like not worthy of her.
I wanna bring up a little factoid about this movie that that came out last year. Writer and director of Past Lives and Materialist, Celine Song, has signed on to write My Best Friend's Wedding 2.
Fuck off! Fuck off!
You are joking.
I'm losing it.
You
Oh
are
my fucking god!
joking.
That's incredible.
That's the best thing I've ever had in my
fucking god.
life.
You have no idea what Celine Song means to us. Holy fucking
love
shit!
her. Are you serious?
Oh my fucking god! Someone hold me! Oh my god! That's incredible.
I could not be happier right now.
Oh my god!
What
That's
the
fucking
fuck?
sick. That's so cool.
You know those girls on top t-shirts?
Yeah.
I've got one that says Celine Song.
I'm gonna get one that says My Best Friend's Wedding. What does it matter?
Yeah. Oh my god.
What do you think the plot of that sequel is going to be?
I don't care.
Julia Roberts being the most fun aunt. I would love that.
Yeah.
She is now the Kimmy in her own wedding.
Love
She's
that.
getting married, and then someone is trying to break up her husband, or indeed someone is trying to break up her daughter's wedding.
Oh my god.
If you're going to go through the Lego sequel type of way. But yes, I don't know what Celine Song has in store
so
for
like-
My
But if she
Best
wants
Friend's
ideas-
Wedding.
Song aesthetic
Here
is
we
actually, in my opinion, very far away from the aesthetic of My Best Friend's
Yes.
Wedding.
But I think that's why it will work.
We look forward to whatever it's going
Whatever
to
it
be.
is.
I
Or
was
it's
not
like-
expecting the massive reaction.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't think you guys understand how much we fucking like
Past Lives changed my fucking
I mean,
life.
Past Lives is phenomenal.
Yeah. And we watched The Materialist together and we just had such a beautiful time.
Yeah.
And like I don't
we
understand
talked
people.
about it for like 2 hours afterwards.
Yeah, like I don't understand people who don't like that movie.
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
okay, but
like,
you know. My problem is that I, in my recent years, have found it really difficult to cry. And I realized all of the movies that make me cry, I don't like. I like watching them because I just like the emotion, like emotional constipation leaving. You know what I mean?
Emotional
so it's like
constipation.
yeah. So it's like
That's beautiful, man.
So any movie that's difficult for me to watch, I'm like, oh, I haven't cried in a while. Let's fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
Let's go. You know?
That's very healthy.
Yeah.
I
mean, I
cried
would
twice
argue-
watching this today.
Yeah, really.
I actually did. I
Yeah.
cried during the karaoke scene
Mm-hmm.
because she's so vulnerable and he loves her so much. Like the way he's looking at her while she is producing that sound, that is true
Yeah.
Yeah,
love.
that is love. You're right.
And I also cried at the end.
Well, the end is genuinely
yeah, Jen is very
moving.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't need to worry about Cameron Diaz's singing voice because she went on to be in Annie.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Jesus, blast from the past.
And Cameron Diaz famously plays a character that can't cry in The Holiday.
yeah.
She does do that. Oh my God. Can I also say that we watched this movie around Christmas time?
Yeah.
And weirdly, I watched this movie and The Family Stone like in quick succession.
Interesting.
And The Family Stone also stars Dermot Mulroney. And he, in that movie, also plays somebody who is in a relationship with someone that lots of other people don't like. And it's like, what a weird thing to do twice in your career, you know?
We gotta find out who Dermot Mulroney's really with and see if it's something he lives through. But that movie, that Family Stone, also stars Sarah Jessica Parker,
Yeah, as
who
his
was
partner.
originally offered Jules in this movie.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she conflicted with Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that
I-
she didn't do it.
Yeah.
But we also almost had a Drew Barrymore Kim.
Yeah. And a Laura Dern Kim.
Whoa!
No, I think Cameron Diaz was the perfect choice, though.
Cameron Diaz, yeah.
But I can see a Drew Barrymore version very easily, to be fair. Like, I can picture that very... I think she's so distinctive, you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is with Drew Barrymore, though? She's almost a little too wild for Kim. Like, especially at that sort of stage of her career.
Yeah.
Like, before the sort of Never Been Kissed wedding singer comeback. Cameron Diaz, being the unknown that she was at the time, is, like, very good at playing the innocent.
Yeah. And she needs to be a bit straight-laced.
Yeah. Her little, when they're in that karaoke bar and she's got like the sweater over her shoulder.
Yeah.
It's precious.
When Jules is sort of shutting her out of the conversation and they're reminiscing about like, oh, Vespa, and she just goes, I love Florence.
Oh, man.
But it's just like, and for me, it's a hard watch. Part of the reason it's a hard watch is like, these people are just so much older than her.
Yeah.
And she just wants to be like, cool.
They're only 7 years older than her.
I know, but like actually the gap between 20 and 27 can be massive.
But also, like, they are 27-year-olds that I was not a 27-year-old like they were. Like,
true.
They both have successful journalism careers.
Yeah.
27.
Only in the 90s.
They both, like, I still don't feel as old as, like, Jules and Michael in that movie.
Yeah.
Like,
The thing is, this movie could only be set pre-2008, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody could have that kind of career in their late
27, no
20s.
chance. Yeah.
you know who else is in this movie? The older brother from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes. Oh my God, yeah. Yes. And he's so cute in this.
When they're doing the helium?
I was just about to say that. What? Oh my God, what a visionary, brilliant, like fucking John Denver in three-part harmony with helium.
That's another PJ Hogan making this into a musical without making it a musical.
Yeah.
Stunning. It's like you didn't have to go that hard. You didn't have to do all that. And you did.
Thank you. Yeah.
Incredible moment.
I love the idea that someone looking at a producer and being like, we need one scene. You need to like fill up all of these balloons and we need it. It is an integral part of the plot for us to have this.
They see the movie and they're like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Where did the balloons come from?
So I want to put in a new segment into the show, which is where would the one fuck go? But the thing is, there already is one in this.
Fuck. Yeah.
Well, if you'd watch the British cut.
Yes, it's not in the UK like cinema cut apparently, but apparently you're allowed one fuck in a PG-13 film.
Yeah.
But it can't be used in a sexual context. It just has to be like an expletive. But in this, she does use it in a sexual context. And they originally had it rated R for that, but they appealed it and got it back down to PG-13. And it's also in the funniest context where she's like, yeah, George flew out here to fuck me.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As you do.
As you do.
Because you would only say that if you were lying about your gay best friend. You wouldn't say that in any other context.
No one says that about someone they're actually sleeping with. They're like, oh yeah, we're just going to fuck.
I like that on the spot she had to come up with a pet name for him and she calls him Puppy.
Yeah. And George's like, we're running with this forever now.
That's regrettable, isn't
Puppy.
it?
But then he calls her like 1,500 different things.
Yeah.
He's like pumpkin, pookie.
But that's like George is just getting every one of them out. living his best straight life.
Should we do our wrap-up segments?
Sure.
Best song?
They're a little profit.
Yeah.
So they're on Spotify. There's a cast version.
Which,
It's not the recording from the movie. It's like a cleaner, more polished version, but it is apparently the cast.
it's mostly Rupert Everett.
Good.
Yeah.
Sure, as with like ensemble.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll go on. Absolutely. That was also mine.
It's not mine.
What is yours?
I love the cover of What the World Needs Now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
From the chase. From the
From the chase.
Yeah, that's a good one, actually.
It's really...
Serious question. Did I make this up or did Burt Bacharach do the music for this film?
So it's almost entirely Burt Bacharach songs, which
to me.
lends itself to that it's a musical. It has that unified sort of
I think the stage musical was that as well.
nice.
I mean, I also have one more, which we can't not have the opening song.
Yeah.
Oh, so annoying that the actual version from the movie, it's on Spotify, but it's like faded out. You know, the thing where they like use the rights to play it. So I might add that version just in case it ever comes back, but also maybe add the like the Dionne Warwick version or something.
and hoping.
It's so cute. Because I also
just because I want it on the playlist because I just want to picture Rosie dancing around with her big yellow gloves.
So cute. I also think there's an argument for putting The Way You Look Tonight on because after Say a Little Prayer, that's the most important song. It's like a repeated motif.
Yeah.
And also Dermot Mulroney, if I wasn't already so into him, when he's like dancing from the boat and he sings it to her, he does this little like glottal onset on and the way you look tonight, and I was like, fuck me. There's something about it. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's sort of like the little growl into it. And the way, I'd break up his wedding.
Nora's completely fine.
Not even some guy's wedding. You see him on the road and like, you can't get married to anyone else.
Are we not putting on Cameron Diaz's I just don't know what to do?
It's pretty good. I do like
it. The thing is, it's actually, this is such a genius segment because every rom-com, I think, has this. Like, whoever's doing the fucking musical supervision for rom-coms, that should be its own awards category.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's fucking genius. And,
professional playlisting.
Immediately coming out of this film, I was like, yeah, sure, the music's fine. But now that we're, like, really thinking about it, I'm like, no, it's fucking genius, actually.
Yeah. This is what I've got this soundtrack on CD, and like it's
nice.
I've had this soundtrack on CD since I was like 16 years old. Like, this like lives with me.
That is on brand.
And it's a fucking great rom-com soundtrack. It's one of like the all-timers.
Can I just say something really fast, which is that I really like rom-coms, fucking obviously. And anytime I have said this, I've often found myself having to defend this opinion. Being here in this room is the most validated I've ever felt in my fucking life. To be like, not only does everyone else here love rom-coms, I am actually not even close to being the biggest rom-com fan in the fucking room. You have the soundtrack on CD? Holy shit, I'm fucked. There's no way I can compete.
Yeah. But also, like,
I host a rom-com podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Fair.
This rom-com playlist that we're making is shaping up so nicely. Yeah. I'm so proud of it. I just put it on shuffle sometimes and I play a game where I'm like, which episode was that from? Which movie is that from? It brings me a lot of joy.
I will say, in the email that you sent, you said the thing of like have done, have not done. Yes. I have thought about a thing.
Okay. Do you want to start? So what would you do?
I would absolutely be part of a sing-along in a seafood restaurant. That was just so exciting. I mean, like, if only somebody would just burst into song around me. You know what I mean? I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Hang out with me more.
Yeah, I guess bad.
Yeah, Nora is the right person. I would be a food critic.
You would?
I would.
And you'd be qualified.
Would. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't be qualified. I'd be like, this is good.
Yeah.
No.
Honestly, kind of how I approach sort of everything.
Yeah.
I would be on the phone to somebody and then reveal I was actually there.
Oh, you would. Oh my God. And you draw it out the way he does.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I also would like interrupt somebody else's family meal by sending them being like on voicemail. I would be somebody's deeply annoying fucking friend.
How sad is it that we don't have answering machines anymore, so that scene doesn't work? Oh my God. I love the bit where he's on the phone to her and he's talking her through what she's doing. And then he goes, and then you see him, but he's on the phone. Yeah. But then again, so are you.
Honestly, hot.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
It. Yeah. So my would do is that I would get on a plane to go and like pull my dumbass friend out of a crisis.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Our would do's are both George.
But I would take George's advice when they're laying on the bed and their heads are together and they have this very intimate moment and he says, this is exactly what you need to say to him.
Yeah.
I would absolutely do exactly what he suggested.
Yeah. I mean, George is the voice of reason in this movie.
Yes.
Arguably the only voice of reason in this movie.
Is would do the same as want to do? No, would do. I would be in a car chase in a supremely not made for it vehicle. You know?
With a supremely not car chasey song playing in the
Just like a Lamborghini sitting in front of me, I'm like, no, I'm taking the food truck.
I love her going to the car doors and being like, there's everybody lock their doors these days.
Nobody trusts anyone anymore as she's trying to steal a car.
And then she does steal it, and then you hear one voice go, hey.
I love it. Like, she hasn't fucking fucked with this wedding enough. She has to take the food truck with her.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Fucking
already
bakery
screwed.
truck. She's got all this bread.
I'm like, what are these guys gonna eat?
No, but that's how they the movie's smart. She's a food critic, and which truck does she take? Wow. Damn, that's a thinker, man.
And you wondering what they're gonna eat? That girl's choking down that ice dick.
Oh shit! God. Damn. This movie's much smarter than any of us can ever be. Okay.
I feel like we're going to have so many for this, but what wouldn't you do?
Everything in the fucking movie.
Everything.
I wouldn't write that email.
I wouldn't write that email.
I wouldn't save to draft.
Yeah, that was an insane move. Because
Crazy.
like, when are you then expecting to have access to this computer again? You know what I mean?
I would. The thing is, I feel like I'd write it, but I wouldn't save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would write a draft in my notes app to myself and feel good about
Well,
having
guess
written
what?
it.
She didn't have a fucking notes app.
Yeah, damn.
She has
damn.
a notebook and a pen.
I don't know what kind of bigotry that is, but it is bigotry. So
A notes app used to be a notepad. We used to have paper and pens that we wrote on. That was the first notes app.
This is a self
I feel like a youth pastor.
You're looking at your phone right now. And presumably your notes.
Yeah. Which has my wouldn't do list.
When you've written down all of these things, fuck this app.
I wouldn't drop out of school to follow a man around.
Yeah,
Just finish a fucking degree. It's 1 year.
Yeah.
Fucking kidding me?
Also, your father can afford another year to school.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
like, why are you quitting?
I wouldn't ask my soon-to-be husband's best friend to be my maid of honor.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No, actually, that's a move. I like that.
Okay. I wouldn't put her finger in my mouth.
Yeah, I wouldn't put her finger in my mouth.
I would.
Yeah. And I do it again.
And I do it again.
That finger's living in my mouth. I don't know what I mean.
But I also wouldn't put someone else's wedding ring on.
Oh, I would. I probably would, actually. I was about to say I wouldn't, and I changed gears right in the middle.
I definitely would.
Yeah.
Not if I knew how I felt about the person and their
that's why I would do it. That's why I would do it.
You know,
100%.
I know we're giving George like a lot of props here, but if my best friend was making the stupidest decision of her fucking life, I wouldn't be like, listen, I've given you all of the right advice, and yet I'm still showing up for you. I'm unfortunately not that good of a person. You know what I mean? I'd be like,
I disagree.
I have done everything I possibly can, bro. You have to fucking actually live your life, I think.
You made your bed, fucking lie in it, Jules.
Exactly.
I feel like I want to say I wouldn't credit someone as Loon Woman, but I would. I would.
I wouldn't drive like Kim.
Oh,
No.
yeah, never.
It was giving me hives.
I wouldn't be so comfortable like describing myself as like we're the sluts.
I would not. I would not
That's the way to introduce
put an
yourself.
ice penis in my mouth.
Any pit of ice could be considered an ice penis.
No.
What do you think ice is?
What do you think penis is?
Better question, actually.
Well, I have to tell you, I know what
ice was the wrong thing to go for in that. That's my bad.
What are you talking about?
Can I just say,
We're
when-
all ice penises deep down.
Aren't we all on some
I have two wolves inside of me and one ice penis. I wouldn't, when Cameron Diaz starts singing, start booing?
Oh my
What
God.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Who the
The
shit
crowd
does that?
is,
Yeah.
the one guy is like, you're terrible.
How
Oh my
have you been to
God.
karaoke, motherfucker? What are you doing?
And I can prove that I wouldn't, because Jack and I run a musical theater karaoke night.
What the fuck?
It's great.
Sorry, I'm a huge fan of
It's great.
karaoke.
Thank you. Yeah, we get a live pianist, people
Oh
sing.
shit, that's sick.
And it's almost entirely people who have never sung in public before and are
Yeah.
afraid to sing in public, but it has gotten a reputation as being just the nicest, warmest environment.
I have to hold myself back from booing
No, he
everybody.
doesn't. Thing is, it's like if someone hits a big note, we don't care if it's the wrong
Yeah.
note.
Yeah.
We're cheering because
Yeah.
it's so joyous.
Everybody's trying. And
You
that's,
have to
that's
Okay.
what's wonderful about Cameron Diaz in that scene. is
Yeah,
that
she
she is trying.
And she wins that crowd over, and that's why I
Yeah.
cried. Is when they all
Yeah.
started clapping. I was just like,
You
Yeah.
go,
and she
girl.
starts to look happy.
Yeah.
Though I also don't understand why at the beginning she's like, I hate karaoke. Like, why? Also, why does Michael love karaoke?
Right. Yeah,
Like, this is another thing I wouldn't do. In the event that I ever decide to jeopardize my best friend's wedding, I wouldn't, as maybe the first thing, decide to humiliate my
Yeah.
best friend's partner by taking her to karaoke.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
bitchy.
It's just such a rogue.
Yeah.
Like, what did she think was going to happen? Like, was she genuinely anticipating that he would then break up with her?
Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, she can't sing.
And presumably he's figured that out about her beforehand.
Right. Like,
I think
guess
she's more trying to like show, like trying to like prove to Kim, like, you guys are different.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
likes
Not compatible.
karaoke, you dumb bitch.
maybe she thought that it's actually a very female point of view to be like, I'm going to put her in a situation where she does something she's bad at, and that will give him the ick. Whereas men actually love when women are bad at things. It's really
Whoa.
like,
Man.
sorry to go
Feminism.
gender
This is-
politics, but
That's why
like,
I love you, Nora.
Damn. Wait, does that mean this movie is feminist or not feminist? I'm confused now.
it's a bit of both.
Yeah,
I don't know.
guess it's fair. We contain multitudes, you know?
It's feminist in the sense that, you know, women are flawed. And,
Whoa.
and like,
You know,
like
we support women's rights and women's wrongs on this podcast.
And that's why that ice spinners thing, actually completely fine that she did that.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
anyone judges her, you're not a feminist. So
I
fuck
agree.
you.
I agree. You're free to lick whatever you want. Feminism. Okay, so you had a have done.
Okay, so I was thinking, so I read this email and I was like, what have I done this movie? And I realized I have actually made a marriage pact with someone.
Oh, what?
I completely forgot about it.
you should remember those
I
things.
completely
You
forgot
should.
about it. And for the last like fucking week, I've been worried because so I made this marriage pact
my
when I was
God.
like 16, okay? And it's with this girl that like we weren't like actually that close in hindsight. Okay. We were both just sort of like, oh, what if we did this? I kinda like you. Yeah, sure. And now the problem is I don't remember what the age we said was, and I don't know what her birthday is.
Well,
So-
I hate to be a twist, but welcome to the studio.
I'm not fucking joking. Already, whenever my fucking phone rings, I'm like, well, my sister's fallen down 16 flight of stairs and she's fucking dead now. And that anxiety lives at the top of my fucking brain. And now the second thing on top of that is this girl is cashing in this fucking check and I haven't talked to her in 6 years. You know? Like,
You should call her and leave a message on her answering machine.
Yeah, we should do that
Like, I met someone.
live on this
And
podcast.
I'm getting married in 4 days and I can't imagine doing it without you.
Oh, that's a huge wouldn't do. Is why how are you? What?
Yeah.
You're getting married on. What are you talking about?
yeah.
That is nuts.
That is the one part of this movie I don't believe could actually happen.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it.
That's
Right.
why I'm like, that's why the whole time we were like, is she pregnant? We're going to
Yeah,
find
yeah,
out she's
yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah.
There's no other reason.
Yeah.
And where do you get an ice sculpture of that kind at such short notice?
Oh, you
They're
can get
rich.
them anywhere.
Where do you get them?
Well, let's discuss this.
If she had had more than 12 hours of prep time, she never would have gone through with this plan.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
plot required that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it still makes no goddamn sense.
It's a really lovely scene where she's in the car with George. She's like, I've got 4 days. To,
Yeah.
like, to put the time limit on it is great.
Radha, what have you done?
Oh, I
Nothing.
don't think I have
Never
done
done
any of these things.
You had a wedding.
Yeah, I guess
you
I've
got
had
married.
a wedding
Yeah.
and I have some strange cousins.
You do have some
Right.
strange cousins.
That's
true.
it. They were there.
Jack, what have you done?
I've been to Chicago.
Me too.
I've stayed in a hotel in Chicago.
Me too.
Paul Giamatti met me in the hallway.
Sort of sexily shared a cig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been great if she ended up with Giamatti.
I would have liked
What
that.
a wild turn. Dermot Mulroney doesn't show up until the rest of the movie. Yeah.
No, like the whole rest of the movie plays out just at the end of the wedding.
just
He is like working there as
Yeah.
well.
They have a little cigarette together outside at the end.
And that's the only alternate, because I think the guy in the alternate ending they shot was John Corbett from
Yeah.
Sex and the
Yeah.
City. I also I think Chicago looks great in this movie.
Yeah.
They do so much in these 4 days while a wedding is being planned. They go to a baseball game. They go on that fucking boat journey.
Yeah.
It's so like, yeah.
Like, dude is incredibly chill before his wedding.
Yeah. So my have done is I have been Jules on kind of a spiritual level. Like, I have been in that situation where I have sort of very close male friends, and then they get into relationships where the woman is threatened by me.
Oh, I've done that too,
You know, and it's that like mourning period of knowing that you are never going to, like, you are losing something in that relationship. And I read somewhere once, like, oh, well, if you're losing something because they have a partner, then clearly your relationship was inappropriate to begin with. And I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
I just think it's that everyone has different levels of comfort with like their partner's intimacy with other people and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I tend to have extremely intimate friendships. So I do sometimes get a little snarly when friends partner up. And I'm not like proud of that.
Yeah.
But I think it's real. And it's also why I just really didn't judge Jules for anything that she did in this, because I know that pain.
I mean, it's funny because, like, as a man who has a lot of female friends, I've definitely, like, my friends have asked me, like, is your partner okay with, like, your friends? As far as I can tell, it's always been fine.
Yeah.
But what do I know? I'm a man.
Damn.
And I'm single. So, you know, like,
Ladies, you hear that?
yeah, he's a man and he's single. What prospects?
That's two things about
That's
him.
two things.
You're ready to be in a rom-com.
The rest is up to God.
I know what you mean. Like, I think it's really interesting, that thing you're saying about people being intimidated by that and what intimacy looks like. And actually, one of the things that I genuinely thought was really impressive about this movie is that you don't for a second question the level of friendship that all of these people feel for each other. And it like lays out that threat so well. And it doesn't ever articulate it. You don't ever go, but why is she threatened? Or like, like, it's so clear, you know, and I would understand being 20 years old, having a partner, and that partner's best friend being fucking Julia Roberts.
Oh my God.
And imagine not feeling threatened.
That's the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
Really. Like, that is it. Like, and again, when you talked about casting earlier, like, that's a big part of how this movie works out. We have these archetypes that work into this. Shall we rom-com braid out?
Yes.
Okay. We got to see if we can get this done in expert time.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm so ready.
The rom-com braid out is a scientific method in which we rate a rom-com, short for romantic comedy.
At the end of the recording, by the way, if anyone's confused what the fuck we've been talking about.
Well, just because also, obviously everyone knows that braid out is short for breakdown. So I had to explain that rom-com.
Yeah, people get so thrown off by rom-com, obviously.
That's always the thing that happens.
So this is split into 4 different sections. The first 3 sections are out of 5. The first section is lead/chemistry. Second section, supporting characters. Third section, plot. And then the fourth is a 0 to 100 scale of the rom or com. So at 0, it's more romantic. 100, it's more comedic. Where does this film land? Let's start with the first section of leads/chemistry.
I have a question about the premise of Leads, but we're going to leave that for next time.
I'm going to say it's Julia Roberts and Dermot Mulroney.
Okay. That's hard.
That is hard.
I don't actually think they have amazing chemistry.
I also don't think they have amazing chemistry.
I think Julia Roberts and Cameron Diaz have great chemistry.
Yeah. Because I think like if you're going for the sort of like romantic chemistry, but they're also saying the movie's about friendship, then I think it's hard to then say that the main thrust of the emotional impact is coming from their romantic chemistry.
Yeah.
I give it a 4.
Yeah, I said 4.
Like, I think like their performances are good.
Yeah.
Their chemistry is not exactly, it doesn't burn up the screen.
But it's right for this because we're kind of like, we get it that you didn't end up together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say 3.5.
I'm going to go 3.83.
Like it.
Nice.
Like it.
I like that.
It. Okay. Supporting characters.
7.
5.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah. They're great.
Yeah. 22.
Everybody's perfect.
Yeah.
I rate this a Rupert Everett out of 5.
I rate it a Paul Giamatti out of 5.
We could literally change the scale to like 5 out of 5 Rupert Everett.
I rate this loon woman out of 5. Give me.
Yeah.
Plot. I think it's a 5 out of 5.
I said 4.5 only because as a rom-com and them not ending up together makes it
I think
not.
that's my biggest sticking point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you
It's a
have
5
these
for
sticking
this
points
movie.
that I don't have.
If I'm assessing it against what this movie is trying to do, 5. If I'm assessing it against what a rom-com is generally trying to do, I mean, it probably should be lower, but I went 4.5 because it's just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4.
I'm going to go 4.22.
And on the rom-com scale, 0 to 100.
I don't want to go exact 50,
Mm-hmm.
But-
I don't think that that's right.
but I'm kind of like...
I think you're wrong.
No, as in like, I agree with you. I think 50 is wrong.
Yeah.
There is a part of me that feels like it could be 50, but it is wrong.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think
Nora
we've
looks
seen...
shocked.
I went 67.
67?
Yeah.
More calm than...
Yeah.
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 It's not, I
But I
would go
don't-
more calm than rom.
I put down a 70.
Okay, see, I almost went 70 and I went, but it is really romantic actually, so it's not quite. And I went 65's too low.
I think I'd go like 56.
I want to go
Yeah.
72.
72? Wow.
Yeah. I think so much of this movie is like the silly gags.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In a lot of ways, the comedy is moving the plot forward.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
You know, like you get to
That's a
the
good
end of
point,
a silly
actually. Yeah.
gag and then something happens and you're like, oh, fuck, now you're at the next bit.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
It is like a series similar to, we covered the 40-Year-Old Virgin on
Yeah.
the show, and it's like, yeah, it's similarly a chance to have a lot of like setups and
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
Like, that's what keeps us involved, and we've definitely covered films where I'm like, there should have been more gags and stuff.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind 100.
There's no romance in this movie.
It's
How
zero.
dare you? How dare you say that about George?
I think a lot of the romance is like, I mean, they do have nice romance moments, like when they're dancing on the boat. But I
Yeah.
think the biggest romantic moment is when he's looking at Kimmy while she's singing fucking karaoke.
Yeah.
Like his
Yeah.
eyes. I went to him
I
at
think-
to look for me like that.
I think both Kimmy and like Michael's face when she announces the song is a really, really
Yeah.
lovely moment.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. Well,
Right.
that's the rom-com Braidal done.
I can't believe we haven't acknowledged this yet. It's Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, it is
Oh,
Valentine's Day.
hey.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
Day,
Day.
everyone.
We've brought you a present.
Oh, yeah, we have done that.
Oh,
Wow.
Do you want to get
Present?
it out of my bag?
an unboxing live
No, I mean,
on air.
It hasn't
Okay.
been boxed.
no.
An
It's in-
unbagging.
It's in my Strand tote bag.
Okay.
So,
It is a BFI film classic book. And
Oh.
I'm scared of if I can pronounce this correctly.
So this
Don't
is
try.
This is the Indian like rom-com in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
in a lot of people's opinion.
Yeah. It's called Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, and
DDLJ. for
DDLJ.
short.
It's just
Okay.
DDLJ, and it's fucking awesome. I fucking love this movie.
Yeah, it's 3.5 hours long.
It is 3.5 hours long.
It's
to be
kind of
fair.
episodic.
I mean, that's Bollywood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a cinema in Bombay that is dedicated to only playing this movie,
Oh my
and
God.
they have played this movie
Road
every
trip.
single day for like over 25 years, and it's like it is the longest running
Nora,
movie in a
Nora,
cinema.
we're going.
But wait, so this is like a sort of behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's
book.
like a
oh my god.
Yeah.
It's
and
incredible.
it's written
Thank you
by
so
one of
much.
India's foremost film critics as well.
Yes. Can I have it first? I want to read it first, and then I'll give it back.
Um,
I mean, and definitely watch this movie.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
bad shit, but it's great.
Well, one of my big problems with the Vanity Fair list is that there are no like foreign language films.
Yeah.
on it. So I am excited once we get done with this list to move on to more varied fare.
I will say, like, I didn't really say it before, but I should have, which is, in my opinion, because I started watching rom-coms the moment I was born
Yeah.
with Bollywood movies. So I have not known life outside of not interacting with rom-coms.
love
You know what I
that.
mean? And, like, for example, one of my favorite movies of all time is a movie called Kal Ho Na Ho. And that movie, my sister will tell you, I apparently watched on repeat, just like constantly from the ages of what, like two, three, like just like every single day I would just look
Watch
at,
this movie on loop.
yeah. It was one of
And,
my
like,
favorite movies all
To the
time.
point that Achyutha was told he loved this movie.
And
Like-
had no memory of it.
Yeah, and had no memory of it because he'd been watching it all of his life, and then there was a day where he stopped because it sort of ends.
Yeah.
There's there's a bit of the movie that's quite sad,
Yeah.
and so he stopped watching it for a while, and then but we were all traumatized by the fact that he watched this movie all the fucking time. So we kept saying, "My God, he loves this movie so much," and then he was embarrassed to admit that he couldn't remember how it went, but he watched it on his own
Yeah,
as a
I
teenager and was like, "This is so sad."
Like at the end of the movie, I was like, "Oh my god, this happened! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Nobody told me."
Yeah.
This is like me and the brave little toaster.
Yeah, so this movie actually, it's the same guy that's in Kal Ho Na Ho is also the romantic hero in this film. And these guys, like the romantic leads in this film, like when I was a child, I thought they were married in real life because they have such good chemistry. And it was a genuine moment of like childhood heartbreak to find out that they weren't in fact together. And they were with other. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? How dare they? Like, it was so offensive.
What do you mean?
Thank you so much for bringing this to us. Like, it's such a sweet gift.
We've never had a present before.
We've never recorded on Valentine's Day before.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. That's it.
I mean, it's so great that you mentioned that you were at the BFI and now it's a BFI Classics book. I have no idea where you got it.
Yeah, we definitely thought of it months in advance and didn't go and buy it. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Look, I've got ADHD, okay? I don't know anything before the day that it's supposed to happen.
Look, I respect it even more because I know the prices of the BFI shop.
Yeah, for real. Thank you. Oh.
No, to be fair, I'm a member.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
This was so fun. I was so scared when you were like, we don't like this movie. I was like, what have we done?
And now they love it.
How do you feel about the movie now?
The same.
I'm going to be honest with you. My opinion about this movie has drastically improved.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
No, I feel the same.
Yeah.
Radha's like, I have never formed an opinion that I did not mean.
That's simply not true.
Your opinion at the beginning was, I don't know how I feel about this movie, and you still don't know. Way. Is there anything you guys would like to plug?
It could be your letterbox, your social media,
Apparently your letterbox is really fun.
Oh yeah, after that letterbox is fucking sick.
My letterbox, I do put an unnecessary amount of effort into it. Yeah, go for it. It's oh god, Achumami, Achyumami. It's a shortening of my first and last name.
We will link to it in the show notes.
Also, because I've never been asked to plug something in my fucking life, I'm just gonna do it now because like nobody can judge me. Everyone should watch the anime One Piece. Okay, that's my plug.
Okay. He has nothing to do with it. He's just making a recommendation.
Everyone should just watch it.
I love that. I'm going to plug something that's not mine.
Plug something you love.
This has been When Rom Met Com. You can find us on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at When Rom Met Com. There are links there to the Vanity Fair article, to our Letterboxd, and any other fun things that we have found and want to share. You can DM us or send us an email at mail@whenrommet.com.
Get it?
We'd love to hear your thoughts on the films, what rom-coms you think should have made the list, your best would-dos, wouldn't-dos, and have-dones, or anything else that you'd like to hear about. If you have had a nice time today, please do consider leaving us a review or following us wherever you get your podcasts. And if you'd like to support the future of the show so that one day we can do an episode on this lovely Bollywood film, which Radha's going to say right now.
Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge.
That one. Then you can give us a little tip on our Ko-Fi, which is also linked in the show notes. Next time,
we'll be discussing number 15 on the list, Sleepless in Seattle.
Yes!
Oh, great movie.
Oh, hey! Thanks for looking that up because I forgot to check what was next. Thanks for listening, everyone. And remember, we don't hate you. Not even a little bit. Not even at all.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye!